Love the way you give me nothing. Ugh. Move you out the way, please. Nobody love it when I call me daddy. Big daddy. Jumping me, daddy. Drop something for me, daddy. Big daddy. Hi. Oh, cousins. Okay. And we're also going to disconnect that. Drop something for me, daddy. Hello, Mary. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I'm gonna move you guys back. I feel like you guys can see the camera stand like that. Welcome in. I just want to start maybe like 2 or so more minutes. So make sure y'all get y'all some water, something to drink, something to eat. Got your snacks. I know that's right. And ooh, not the Eddies. Oh, I know that's right. We have about a minute before I start. Hey, just the girl. Hey, room. Thank you. Don't stop. Hey, friend. My moderators are here. We're gonna have a great time. We got about 30 more seconds before I start. Just in case. Put you back in there. Hey, cousins. So welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. My name is Block. This is the House of Block, and this is Kickin' Shit Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, we get messages from Spirit. Hi, Ace. On Wednesdays, we get messages from Spirit. Please take what resonate, leave what don't. I'm going to try to get you as much information as possible. Please save questions for the end. Any personal questions, I have no problem answering. Again, please save them for the end. If you would like a personal reading on live, uh, like a more in-depth reading, um, $5. Okay. And I believe my moderators are in here. So my moderators, thank you guys so much. Let's get this thing going. Asia, I just seen you come in. Hey, girl. Oh, hey, cousin. Sammy, thank you so much. All right. Let's get into this. If you can, please close your eyes and bow your head. If not, please just lend a listening ear. Thank you so much for likes on the TikTok. Okay. Ancestor, spirit guide, angel, and archangels of the highest and purest intentions, I ask that you use me as a vessel to convey whatever messages we may need to know. I thank you so much. Amen. Ashe. Deadass. Interesting. I'm already seeing the number 3, which for me, whenever I see the number 3, it's about togetherness. It's about um, building things, right? Taking the right steps in the right directions. I think that's very interesting. I actually want to pull this before I get into the actual like readings. I will be going by elements, and then after I finish the elements, if you guys have personal questions, I will be pulling one card. Unless you want a more in-depth reading, then more in-depth reading, $5. Okay. All right. How did you show me the number 3? Oh, thank you. Oh, keys in the house too. Wow, the cousin is showing me. Oh. And I ask if anyone pops in and they're asking questions, my moderators are here. I appreciate when you guys just relay the message. That's all I ask. Thank you. All right. Bottom of the deck is base chakra. First card out is foundations and achievements. You have throat chakra, uh, the waiting game. You have balance, and you have a new beginning. So, to be honest, I feel like because I asked them why they were showing me the number 3 while I was praying. I feel like this is more so the things that you've been talking about, the things that you've been trying to manifest, the things that you've been working towards. I feel like you're now starting to see the physical. Um, they're giving me the word consequences, but like I feel like it's consequences and rewards. Like you're seeing what works for you, you're seeing what doesn't work for you, you're seeing how you're supposed to be moving, how you're supposed to be grooving, how you're supposed to be building, and what your lane actually is. Like I feel like when people talk about staying in your lane, I don't think that people actually understand, or some people don't genuinely understand what their lane consists of. So when that type of thing happens, I think that's where you are now, where you're learning how to balance things out. You're learning how to what works for you and what doesn't. You're learning what oh thank you. You're learning with what your lane consists of, right? And I think you're exploring within that lane, and I think you're perfectly content with it, which is perfect, which is great. Um, just keep doing what you're doing, and I do think that you're going to get what you a little bit of what you want, but a lot of bit of what you're not expecting. Okay. And I feel like the not expecting is a good thing. But I think that I'm seeing a lot of like Venusian out here. Like I see both Taurus and Libra, like balance. This is the card of Libra. This is the Justice card. But the throat chakra, the throat is ruled by Taurus. Um, and I know Venus just moved into Pisces. Mm. It seems like one of those like dream type situations. Again, things that you've been talking about, things that you've been trying to maybe like a meeting or something, or it's like some type of negotiation that you might be having with somebody. Maybe you're getting a raise at your job. But yeah, it's just a lot of newness. You could be seeing twos or 11s. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of cards. Let's thank you. Yeah. Any more? Okay. Bottom of the deck is King of Pentacles. So if we talking money for real, for real, for real, for real, we talking raises. Yeah. Yeah. We talking about something that has to do with your job, your business. Yeah, absolutely. We have the moon card, which again, I feel like there's when I said that you're going to get a whole bunch of things that you want and a whole lot of things that you weren't expecting. Yeah. The not expecting thing. The moon is things being hidden for you, right? You have the Queen of Cups, so you could be um water sign, uh, Pisces, and I just said Venus went into Pisces, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. I couldn't even think of them. Sorry. You could be a water sign, but I just think that this is more so um, where you're moving into is more so helping you regulate emotionally. Something that's a lot less stressful or a lot less hard to manage when it comes to your nervous system or even just your emotional state of being. We also have the King of Swords, which again is speaking, the negotiation that I was talking about, business deals, so on and so forth. Or again, throat chakra. Like King of Swords is Aquarius, or it's air sign, so Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Specifically Aquarius, though. Pluto just went to Aquarius not too long ago, and I think we're still in an Aquarius stellium, I believe. Anywho, conversations, right? Which also ties back to the throat chakra. So this also could be you proactively starting that conversation. So maybe you are looking for a raise, or maybe you are looking for a promotion, going to your boss about it, or having a conversation with your boss about it, right? Ten of Pentacles. This is financial stability. Okay. And then with the next card being the Eight of Pentacles, this is you literally building financial stability. So I feel like you may be having a conversation, or you may be placing yourself in a position to have a conversation, whether it's about a business deal or promotion, whatever, what have you, or you're just in a space of just building, but having that conversation of building or asking for help to help you build what you need to build, okay? Or what you're trying to build. All right. Also, thank you guys so much for the gifts. Appreciate you. Hey, Millionaire Mac. I have a friend named Mecca that I call Millionaire Mac, and I love your name. Thank you for the heartbeat. Okay. Now we're gonna get into the elements. Moderators, thank you guys so much. You guys have been amazing. It's Valentine's Day, and we're still in Aquarius season. We're gonna start with air signs. Also, happy birthday to all the Aquarius out there, all the Aquarius cousins. Happy birthday. And if you are new here, just know that you are now a cousin. Hey, cousin. If you are an Aquarius, happy birthday. Moderators, if you guys again have been amazing. After I do the elements, I will be doing personals. So if you have a question, I will be pulling one card. If you want a more in depth, $5. Thank you. All right. Air signs: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. We might as well throw Venus in here too. Beady, beady, bum, bum. Girl, for the record. For the record. You know what I mean? All right. Ooh. Ooh. Air signs. Bottom of the deck, you have power. You could have Leo placements. You also could be dealing with someone who has Leo placements. You have Destiny being the first card out. You have transformation. You have mental conflict. You have patience in planning. And you have victory and success. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. There might be some things, there might be some curveballs that are being thrown at you right now, air signs, and that's perfectly okay. Um, the thing about air signs are they're very adaptable, right? Air, the wind blows which way. You can never really tell where the wind is blowing unless you can see where the wind is blowing by it blowing something else, right? But also the wind changes directions very quickly, and I feel like this is what's going on. Something may have happened, but it was supposed to happen, and it may have thrown you off your path as to what you were doing. However, you needed to pivot. Okay, you needed to take a step back and reevaluate what was going on before you could proceed forward. However, I do see once the reevaluation happens, however you realign or reconstruct what you were doing, I do feel like that's is going to be better for you. Because right now, something that's going on or something that may have happened, I really feel like it pissed you off. Just knowing air signs, it pissed you off. Mm, I want more information. And it's like air signs do these things where they like analyze things. And when I say analyze things, Gemini does it from like an analytical perspective. Uh, like they want to have all of the information, uh, all of the lore, all of the gossip. They want to know the ins and outs. They're not going to just read a book. They're going to try to get like firsthand accounts from people. You know what I mean? Libras, they're going to try to see all sides of the situation. Your side, their side, whose side, we side, us side. They're trying to see every side to try to figure out, what's actually going on and how to proceed forward. Aquarius has this out of the box thinking. They usually are able to analyze things and usually see things before they happen. So they're not. It's far and few that Aquarius are in those situations. However, when they are, very frustrating. And I've also known Aquarius to just kind of like shut the world out until they're ready to process or they're ready to act upon whatever it is they need to be acting upon. So it sucks right now, air sign, but you got it. You can do this pivot. Okay. It could have to do with like a business venture again, like I was saying with the previous message. Oh, oh, was someone giving you something? Did you find out something about somebody and you just was not okay? The bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Okay, Seven of Swords. I feel like somebody lied to you or they withheld information from you, and I feel like it was vital, critical information, and it was something that you needed to. Um, it was probably something that you needed before you started this. So what I mean by that, like example, say you wanted to start a business and someone was like, yeah, I just did X, Y, and Z when I did my business, but they didn't give you all of the sauce. They just kind of gave you a little sprinkle of it. So you didn't really necessarily know what you were getting yourself into. And then you later on find out that, oh, I needed a certificate to be doing this, or oh, I needed a license to be doing this, or oh, I needed a whatever to be doing this. Like it's kind of like that situation. Like somebody withheld something from you. Like they gave you this idea or they planted something in you, but they didn't give you the full thing. And you kind of went off and did it. And when you went off and did it, it's like they didn't tell you everything. So now you're getting hit with the back end stuff. Okay. First card out, Ace of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Seven of Wands, Temperance. It set you back a little bit. It set you back. It could have been anywhere between 3 months and 3 years. This set you back. But I feel like you were like, all right, lesson learned. And you're just kind of moving on. Like you're just like, all right. Like you may not ever mess with this person again, like because that was shady, but you were like, all right, okay. Interesting. Why did you interesting? Anywho, sorry, someone just texted me and I know that they hit notify anyway because I have a setting on right now. None of them that text message shouldn't have come through. Anyway, moving on to the next. You got fire sign. No, we have water signs. Pisces is next after Aquarius. We don't do Pisces. We're gonna do water signs. But that's your message, air signs. If you have Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this message is for you. Okay. There's a lot of cards, but they told me to take them. The bottom of the deck, before I even tell you that, I started hearing Lady Lady by Olivia Dean. And it was like, I was just getting used to this. That lady, she's the man. I think she's got a master plan. There's something I don't understand. That lady, she's the man. That's the song I'm hearing for this. On the bottom of the deck, it says love begins. And know when I speak about love in my readings, it could be romantic, platonic, familial, or self. Okay. The first card out, you have truth. The next one you have is solitude. Next one is moving on. The next one is triumph. The next one is the waiting game. The next one is financial and material changes. You have, and the last one out is sacral chakra. So, first and foremost, you could be seeing twos, right? Um, what I feel like this is more so like a kind of like a breakup type of thing, but it's hearing the song Lady Lady is about someone who is in a space of change, right? It's you were getting used to or comfortable in the spot that you were in, and it was time for a change. You changed, right? And you're kind of in a space of like not necessarily wondering what's going on or why you feel the way you feel or why things aren't matching up or meshing up the way that they were before. I think that this is more so like maybe you was just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm good. I don't want to do it anymore. You dropped whatever the fuck this was. Or you're waiting to drop it. Like maybe you're not able to make the move now, but you will be making that move. And it's going to be a little bit of change. Maybe you have to get your money up before you do so with the financial and material changes. However, in your heart, your soul, your gut, you already know what the fuck is going on. You also could just be having stomach issues, or stomach issues could be happening. Um, and that I believe is due to the stress of whatever this is. Maybe you're not able to move. Again, I'm seeing a waiting game out here. So maybe you're not ready to take the steps yet. And it could be stressing you out, but you will be taking those steps. Okay. Um, hmm. I feel like if things go right, I feel like September is significant. I also feel like I am seeing Cancer out here, like the card for Cancer. But I am also seeing the card for Virgo. So there could be a Virgo in the situation, or you could have Virgo placements. Wrong deck. LOL. I want to get more information. Mm. Going on, going into it. Carry on. That lady, she's the one. Yeah, that just popped out. That's crazy. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. And I think that you, and maybe that's what it is. Like you really feel passionate about whatever this is, whatever this change is. It has you feeling away, but you can't act on it, and that I think is bringing on the stomach issues. But bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. You also could just be building a case. To be honest, you could be building a case, but Three of Pentacles, which again, the number three I was seeing in my vision about vision, my prayer about building. You have the Knight of Cups. So again, this is something that is very emotional to you. You could be having some type of emotional conversation. I don't really think it's an emotional conversation. I don't think that you are though. Like this doesn't feel like a conversation. It just feels like, how do I explain this? Have you ever met someone that when they are angry or they're in a mood, you can feel it radiating out, radiating? Have you ever met someone and they are in a mood and you can feel it radiating, radiating, radiating? That's not the word. What is the word? Is it radiating? That doesn't sound right. Is that the word? It is radiating? Okay. Well, you can feel it radiating off their body. That doesn't sound right. Anyway, and I say it could be a conversation because I do have the Three of Swords reversed, but I don't feel like that's what it is. I feel like you were like, kind of like a Jasmine Sullivan pick up your feelings and go type of situation. Like, and maybe you even got some get back, you know? The next card out is Justice. This Libra could be involved as well. And then the last card out is the Page of Swords. I don't really feel like you're having a conversation. If it is, you might just be saying bye. Like, I don't feel like you're doing too much talking. That's the thing. Like, this does not feel like you're having too much conversation. If there is a conversation, you might just be like, I'm leaving and get gone. You know what I mean? Like, even though the Page of Swords is out here and it does feel like it's communication and communication coming in, especially with the Knight of Cups, it being a page, it doesn't give me that you're having a lot of conversation, like you're conversing. It's like, I'm going to tell you what's going on and then I'm going to get the fuck. That's what it feels like to me. I have those conversations all the time. Hey, T. I have those conversations all the time where I'm like, this is what's going on. Like, I will tell somebody, this is it. This is how I feel. Because I realize when I have conversations with people about how I may be feeling or how they make me feel, a lot of times people do not respond well to that. And I think I'm a really great communicator, right? Um, People get defensive, or they'll bring up what I've done, or they'll try to gaslight me or deflect. And it's like, okay, I'm just gonna tell you what it is, and either you're gonna respect it or you're not. And if you don't, oh well. Oh well. You know where my line in the sand is, and if you decided you're gonna cross it, good luck. Can someone give me the footnotes for the air signs? Okay. Anywho, do we want no water signs? That was ooh, not an update. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Let me get through these two. Let me get through these two, and I want the update because you know I'm nosy. All right. Um, Water signs. That was your message. Let's get into fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. How we doing? Fire signs. Ooh. Okay. Okay. You know what? Bottom of the deck is intuition. Okay. Fire signs. The cards that I see for you, I like them. I like them. I do think that you will be having to use your intuition to navigate what could be considered kind of like a minefield. However, you're going to be fine. Okay. I think you're going to come out on top. There might, oh, I'll show you the cards. Victory and success being the first card out. You have rejoice and celebration. You have fulfillment of wishes. You have sacral chakra. And you have obstacles and challenges. Okay. Honestly, fire signs, I think you guys been through enough. I don't think that you guys have too many obstacles, but if there are obstacles, I think. Sorry, I started hearing Latch by Sam Smith. I heard if there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down. I'm latching on, babe, but I know what I have found. That's what this feels like. I like it. Um, there might be obstacles, but I feel like you're going to be bulldozing them. You might be, or just using your intuition to navigate them, or maybe this is something that you have been doing. But all in all, I feel like this is a really great spread. Like you guys are just kind of basking in whatever, like whatever this is, whatever you want it, whatever it could. For fire signs, it could be different. It could be as little as maybe you finally accomplished something that you've been wanting to accomplish. Um, Maybe you was flexing on one of your haters. Maybe I don't know. It can vary, to be honest, because I know some fire signs, some won't be naming them. Some fire signs be having competitions in their heads with other people. Mind you, the whole time no one knows it's a competition but the fire sign. No shade, all tea. More information, please. Bottom, ooh, maybe you made the right decision. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is the first card out. I don't know if I can show this on TikTok, but double card. Capricorn could be, you could be have Capricorn placements, could be dealing with a Capricorn. Y'all see it. Okay. Anywho, Ace of Swords is out here. You have the Nine of Pentacles and you have the Knights of Cups. I'm gonna be honest with you. It feels like, yeah, like this feels like the struggle that you went through, you've already gotten through. This feels like you're just kind of basking in the glory of what is the reward of your hard work, right? Again, whether this is a raise, whether this is a relationship, whether this is whatever this is, um, you've already been through the hard part. You guys are just kind of in the mood of celebrating. Be happy, be merry. Don't get too drunk. Mercury retrograde shadow period started today. Dang, do I remember? I don't remember what sign Mercury is in right now. So, not too much. But be careful. Enjoy yourself. Be careful. Okay? That's all I got. That's all. That's the only advice that I have. Fire signs look like they're celebrating. They having a grand old, good old time. Thank you for the roses. So sweet. You have any more information about the fire signs? I mean, because thank you. Hey, hey. Okay. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is harvest. Okay. This is giving, it is, the spread is giving harvest, right? Like, hypothetically speaking, you've planted the seed, you've watered it, you've allowed it time to grow, you've tended to it, you've plucked the weeds. Now you have your plant, right? And the first card out, you have relationship improvements, you have honesty, you have reflect, you have ending, you have energy block, and then you have romance is yours. So this honestly could be multiple things, to be honest. But I do think that you're just kind of reaping the harvest of your rewards, like of all your hard work that you've put in, all of the BS that you've been going through. You're just kind of enjoying. Okay. Um, mm, Juicy, you're sick, but we're gonna talk about that later. Earth signs, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you are a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, this next message is for you. Can we act like we want to? Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. It's not how you want it to be shuffled, and I apologize. Okay. All right. Earth signs. Let me tell you something. Earth signs are my favorite. I know. Earth signs are my favorite, though. I just have a soft spot for them. Love y'all so bad. I also very much so like getting on y'all nerves. Absolutely. All right. Earth signs. Ooh, wee. Earth signs, y'all are bored. You're bored. You're bored. Like, I feel like this feels like you've done everything that you needed to do and you are bored. Like, and I think that you're trying to find something to like do, but like nothing is working. And I feel like that's supposed to be what's happening, right? Let me show you the cards. Bottom of the deck is firm foundation. This is what you've built, right? This is what you, that's it. This is what you built. Like, you've been working so hard to make sure that you're set, and now you're set, and it's like, okay, so now that I'm here, what do I do now? Because I've just, up until this point, I've just been working, like working really hard to make sure that everything was in place and nothing is falling out of order, and making sure that especially Capricorns, right? Like, Capricorns are like, I'm trying to make sure that everything is balanced because I don't want everything to fall apart. Virgos is like, you know what? If I just create systems, the systems will work. And Taurus is like, it'll happen. It'll happen. But regardless, um you guys finally got there, and because you're there now and because you put so much effort into planning, into doing, you're like, what now? Right? Again, bottom of the deck, firm foundation. First card out is Triumph. You have disconnect and boredom. You have mental conflicts. You have temptation. And you have solar plexus chakra. So the solar plexus chakra is kind of really in the stomach area, like stomach. Sorry. Base solar plexus. I mean, not base, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, going through them. Could be having stomach issues. Um, you also could be Capricorns, you're out here, but also so is Cancer. Seeing both of these signs out here, I feel like you're in, but also mental conflict. I feel like you guys are just kind of, what's going on now is the mindset change, right? Um, you finally got to the waiting room and you have to wait, and you cannot be seen, or you cannot move to the next chapter, or move into, or fully accept, or fully enjoy what you've built, because you have to change your mindset, right? Um, you guys have been in this survival, work until I die, I'll rest when I'm dead type of energy. And spirit is like, yeah, no, work hard, play hard, and you guys have not been playing. And if you have, it's not the right type of play. You might be playing with yourself. You might be playing with your goals, but you're not ready to fully embrace what you've built yet. Like, you got to change that mindset. You also just could be going back and forth between like toxic ways. Maybe you want to hit up your ex because I just told you it's the shadow period from Mercury retrograde, right? You also could be reflecting on some of the things that could have done differently. Do not get too deep in your head with shaming yourself about what you got going on, or what you didn't do, or how you got here. Okay, y'all like doing that too. Stop that. You don't need to do that. It's okay to give yourself grace. All right. Yeah. Right now is the time for you to be licking your wounds, because you guys have been doing a lot. You guys have been dealing with a lot. You guys have been building a lot. And again, it's time to lick your wounds. It's time to tend to your garden, right? Like, relax. Even if you might even, I want to tell you to take a vacation, but I know y'all. I know you. You're gonna take the vacation and you're gonna take your laptop with you. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. All right. Remember, I said work hard, Play hard. This is the play hard. This is the play hard, right? You have Temperance, first card out. You have the Seven of Swords reverse. You have the Nine of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Magician. So let me break it down. Temperance. Remember I said this is your time for healing. It's your time for licking your wounds. Yeah, right? Taking all them thorns out of your body. You've been through the mud. You've been through the sticks. You got some battle scars, some battle wounds, right? But this is also bringing you clarity. Okay, this is also it might be a little harsh. This might be someone saying this to you, but you this is how you're showing up in your manifestation, right? You're showing up timid. You're showing up like you don't really want it like that. Like now that you're here, you're like, I don't know. For real, I don't know. For real. Like, oh, I don't know if you guys seen it. Um, the Grinch, the Black Grinch, where the girl was like, my grandma made this for you. He was like, and she was like, do you like it? He was like, I don't know. Yeah, this is how you're showing up in your manifestation. Like the universe was like, okay, you work really hard. Here's your thing. And you're like, I don't know. Yeah, no. You need to be strong, regal. You need to be ready. And you're not ready. You're not ready yet. And that's okay because you're getting ready. Again, they're having you in this reflective period. Um, they're having you sit down. They're having you in this waiting room because how you're showing up for the things that you built is not the same intensity and energy that you was using when you said that you wanted it. Yes. Stand up. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. All right. Ooh. Sorry, I just gotta chill. It said that this was it. Usually I pull at least 5 cards. The minimum is 5 cards, right? If they give me more, they give me more. But this they just told me to stop. The bottom of the deck is alignment, right? You could be seeing 11s, you could be seeing sixes or just ones and sixes, but alignment is the bottom of the deck, right? First card out is more to be revealed. You have it's not personal. The last card, the time is now. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger than it. I'll admit I'm not the same as I was. Why don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am? That's what this was given to be honest. To be honest. But yeah, you guys, earth signs, bark like you want it. Okay, act like you want it. Because you ain't acting. You acting very timid. And that's not you. All right. That's the message I got for you, earth signs. Mm-mm. Okay. Finish with the elements. If you have a question, you may ask in the chat. You may ask in the chat. I'm pulling one card. D, I know that you said that you had an update. I'm very excited to hear the update. Please share the update. YouTube, I am live both on YouTube and TikTok. So if you see me like looking to the side, that's where I'm looking. Mm, mm. Sorry, they're cutting up on TikTok. Insane. Anywho, TikTok cousin already said hey, and she said she feels so left out in the dark. There's really not too much crazy going on. They just someone asked if they met their husband, but I know when I spoke to them earlier today, they said they have no boyfriend. So I'm just so confused on how we go from no boyfriend to husband. That's crazy. But also they said, uh, "Hey, cousin Ari, what you mean?" But there's no confusion. My question is why. Okay. All right. D, I'm gonna get to you first. Ari, whenever you figure out how to phrase your question, ask. D, you said there's still confusion. Your question is why is there still confusion? I'm gonna pull a tarot card. Hold on, D. Let me make sure. Okay. Had to check something really quick. YouTube, we back. We still here? You can see me. It's a second. Stop sign. Okay. D. D wants to know why is there still confusion? Why is there still confusion between her and said person? I feel like somebody's just not aware of like their feelings. Like I think that they're still battling things internally. And that has nothing really to do with you. The card that came out was the Ace of Cups, but the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So, this also could be, I don't know, maybe you guys had got into it and maybe you said something the last time that y'all had got into it and it really affected this person. But I feel like this is more so this feels more so internal for them more than it is for you. However, if you are in a space, this is just me channeling. If you're in a space where you're feeling like I don't know, abandoned, maybe, um, or like this feels more so abandoned. I can't really find another word in my brain at the moment for this. Um, figure it out. Figure out what it is that you want and proceed from there. Because I feel like I don't know in this situation, it's like you just I don't know. There's just something about the situation. It just feels like abandonment. Like yeah, he left, he came back, and no. Figure out what you're going to do, what's best for you. Do you want to stay? Do you want to deal with it? If not, move on, babe. You're better than that. You're finer than that. You're finer than that. Ooh. Ooh. All right. I'm gonna get to that question. I like that question. Give me a second. I'm going to answer that one. Um, Mac, I seen your question. Ari was first, and then I'm gonna get to your question because I did see your question. Okay. Actually, well, I'll probably scroll back up to it. Of course. Ari. You know what? I'm not gonna be able to show these cards, but I'm going because Ari, you wanna so I'm gonna use my Sex Tarot deck. So I know for sure I'm not gonna be able to show these cards, but I'll tell you what I'm seeing. In the theme. I remember I used to do this reading, and it was like divine feminine. It was like really like kind of like what your divine feminine looked like. Um, I remember I used to be even able to see into your sexy time. Anywho, Valentine's month related messages or message, anything sexy that I have to look forward to. Um, I actually have a whole bin of decks. And I haven't used any of these today. Actually, probably in a couple of months. Mm. And honestly, I've had my decks for a couple of years now, so okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, thank you. All right, sorry. The bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups, and I like this. The first card out you have is the Two of Cups. You have the Magician. You have the Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Okay. What I feel, just based on what I'm seeing, because these cards are very descriptive. Um, I feel like there's somebody who's like they're very obsessed with like touching like your backside. And when I say backside, I mean from like your back to your butt. Like very gentle, very tender. Like someone likes touching you, but I feel like they like touching either your back or your butt. I also feel like in this situation, if you are open to I don't know if I can show them on YouTube. You are very open because there's a lot of nudity in this in this in these cards. Um, I mean, I guess I can show the ones that don't have too much nudity or like put my finger over things. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is the first card. This is the Two of Cups. You have the Magician, which is not that bad. This is the Magician. Uh, this one doesn't. I don't think this one has nudity. Chariot. Uh, Seven of Pentacles. And okay, I'm Trying to figure out how to put my hand to cover this. Okay. And the 6 of Wands. All right. So I do think that someone likes your backside. Again, they like touching your back, they like touching your butt. I do also think that there might be some like mirror time. If you do have some spicy time, I think that saying affirmations in the mirror or having them say affirmations or making you say affirmations is going to be very tea. Um, and this is just me going off the imagery of the cards and not actually what the cards are. Um, Now, looking at the actual cards, though, I do see that there is a relationship that is trying to progress, but I feel like this is a slow and steady wins the race. As much as you want it to be like oh, I'm going strong. This is, and I feel like we've talked about this. Slow and steady wins the race. You also could be the next time you have the horizontal polka, I do feel like it could be a little bit different. It could feel a little bit different for you. More passionate, right? Um, I feel like the end goal is going to be a lot more intense than you're used to as well. Just with the last card here being the 6 of Wands, I feel like you're gonna have a really great time. I feel like you have a great time regardless, but I feel like it's gonna be a little bit more intense. That's all I'm saying. Mm, good for you. I I I started looking like because I'll look at these cards and stuff. Ciao. Under the 6 of Cups that's at the bottom of the deck is the 7 of Cups. Under that is the Knight of Wands. I feel like somebody might be pulling out the stops. Okay. You'll be seeing sevens and sixes for sure. For sure, sevens and sixes. Okay, I like this though. Um, this is the Page of Swords. Yeah, the Moon. I'm not going to get too deep into this. What I will say though is, I think you're going to really enjoy the mirror. I think you're going to really enjoy the mirror. I really do hope that you enjoy the mirror. Yeah, but that's all I kept seeing throughout like the cards. There just was cards either with like a big mirror or a handheld mirror, just mirrors in general. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Ooh. Is it hot in here? Is it hot? Because it feels like it's hot. Okay. Mac, your question. Can you ask your question again? Because y'all been talking. All right. I like your message too. I'm gonna be honest with you, girl. That oh. When it happens, you let me know. You let me know. Okay. Now, Matthew, I saw your question about like getting rid or walking away or something like that about from someone. His question, his actions. Oh, girl, I don't need to. Well, no cards about that. Okay, hold on. Before I say that, what specific, like, how do you want me to, like, I guess what's your question? Because for that, for me, but that's me. So, how would you like me to help you with that? Because I would like to. Hey, Ashley, welcome back in. $5. So you want to know the truth? Can someone drop the cash out for Ashley, please? Absolutely. I got you, babe. Because mm-mm. Okay. You give me, you know what? I know I said one, but I'm gonna do the best two out of three for you. I'm gonna pull three cards for you. Yeah. Um, and I say that you have the Queen of Cups reverse, which to me makes me feel like there was no consideration to your feelings or how you may feel about a situation. I feel like they did do whatever you thought that they were doing with the Two of Swords reverse. The Two of Swords upright is usually a full stop, but it being reversed is a full go. And then I have the Seven of Wands, which makes me feel like they're omitting information if and or lying, right? But I feel like you know that already. I think you just wanted my outside opinion, and I got you. Um, I feel like you're kind of waiting to see what you're going to do. But when you figure it out, keep it to your chest and just boss up. You know what's crazy? You know what's very crazy? Before I started pulling cards, I was hearing Big Daddy by Tim's, but I liked the song, so I thought I was just hearing it because I like the song. But I think you should listen to it. It's a song basically just kind of making fun of men, like love the way you give me nothing. But he love it when I call him Big Daddy. Mm, Big Daddy, jump for me, Daddy. Big Daddy, drop for me, Daddy. Drop something for me, Daddy. Big Daddy. So yeah, I think listen to the song. You think that I'm hiding. You think cause I'm silent. You must think you're hiding. That's the way I it. The song is called Big Daddy by Tim's. It's actually on her like most recent album. But he love it when I call him Big Daddy. Big Daddy. Jump for me, Daddy. Big Daddy. Drop something for me, Daddy. And it's basically like it's literally a song that's like you're surprised I'm live. It's Wednesday. Um, this song is kind of a song that again is making fun of men. Like it's like, yes, give me nothing. You want me to hype you up and boost up your ego, and you're literally doing nothing. Crazy, right? So yeah. And if need be, call his bluff. For real. Call it. There's actually little T. There's actually a man that thinks that I hate him. I don't hate him. I just have very strong boundaries, right? And I communicate those very strong boundaries. Um, I literally was like, this is what it is. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, okay, well, since you don't know what I'm talking about, if it happens again, I'll let you know. It has not happened again. Yeah. Yeah. I don't stop the show though. So mhm. Okay. Sometimes there are people that are one thing, and this is just me just being human with you. Like not me being a reader, not me being spiritually inclined. This is just me being human. Lately I've been reflecting on like past relationships and people that I've dealt with. And there was this one specific person who I dealt with. They would always gaslight me, like always, like always. They gaslit me up until they literally couldn't. And then it got to a point where, excuse me, the lies that they were telling me or things that they were gaslighting me about were, um, thank you. Uh, the things that they were lying to me about, I was always right. They just didn't want, it didn't benefit them to tell me the truth. And as much as you may need that truth from them, as much as you may need them to confirm X, Y, and Z, I'm telling you, as somebody who does not know the situation, I'm telling you what I see. Now, the thing about me is, I don't miss A. And if you think I missed, it's because I'm just early. Okay. You might be asking me why I'm standing in this spot, and it's because they haven't built the race yet. But the race is going to be here. Okay. You are better than that. You deserve better than that. You deserve clarity. You deserve honesty. You deserve transparency. You also don't deserve to be asking a complete stranger about a situation that someone has put you in. Ever. Ever. And that's coming from somebody who reads tarot. Okay. I don't ever want to see any of y'all in a position where you feel like you have to uh, ask an outside source if someone is doing you wrong. You deserve way better than that. Now you might have to just because you might not, you might have to check in and absolutely check in. However, don't make it a pattern with dealing with them type of people. You leave them people to their lonesome, or to whoever else wants to deal with that, because you don't deserve to. Okay, life is way too short, way too hard. There's way too many things going on to deal with somebody who's not going to be honest, who's not going to be truthful, who's not going to be honorable. Get away from them. Actually, bite them. We need to get back to doing that. And I'm so serious. Bite them and start shaking like a pit bull. Anyway, anybody else have a question? you're saying, but I'm so serious. I'm so serious. You ever have some like someone just have you so mad like you just like as just sometimes you have to like they really be taking you there like no I don't want to lay hands on you I just want to sink my teeth in you rip your arm off. No question, just a reading. Okay, I got you. I say okay. Sorry, I have my. Let me turn this back on. 1 second, YouTube. You thank you. All right. Sydney, I'm gonna do you first, Sydney, and then I'm gonna do you, Ashley. Sydney, did you have a question, or did you just want like general? Welcome back. John Brown is in production. Okay. Juicy, I'm gonna get you two after Ashley. $5. Hmm. Ah, Sydney, I feel like your finances look up and down. What I'm seeing, Ten of Swords. Uh, you could just be really freaking exhausted. Like, there's just a lot going on. Like, uh, you could be running your own business and just doing everything, and you're just kind of overwhelmed or overstimulated. But Ten of Swords. Jeez. You have the Page of Pentacles. Um, ugh, Page of Pentacles. You have the Six of Wands. Mhm. You have the Five of Wands, and then you have the King of Swords. Oh, and then the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. Listen, you might actually have to cut something or someone off, something, someone off or out, um, so that you're able to like rebalance what's going on. Uh, the thing is though, I feel like you're good. Like I feel like shit's kind of right now, but looking at the bottom of the deck, I'm just going to show you the cards. So remember, I said you're trying to balance out your life finances, right? Under that, you have Virgo. I mean Virgo. Wow, the Hermit, which is also Virgo. This is you just kind of like staying to yourself, cutting whatever it is out. See, Sierra, I see. I've seen it. And then you have the Nine of Wands, and I believe this was in the Earth sign reading about this is how you're showing up for your blessing, or this is how you're showing up for the things that you built, right? But then you have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like you're going to be getting out of that, right? The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment. It's like the little joker of wish fulfillments. Okay. And then you have Justice. I don't know if you and then the Star. So this is the big joker of wish fulfillment. I feel like you might have to cut something or someone out, like genuinely, because whatever it is, it just wasn't. It's not working. Like it's actually just like dragging you down. I don't know if this is a person. I did see air sign, so it could be Libra, Gemini, uh, Aquarius. I almost said Scorpio. So Scorpio might also be up in there. I don't know.